DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby Olimdori.
I want to point this out, literally pointed out that you did that without the points this time.
I did.
So kudos
I
to you.
did.
Hello,
It took
everyone.
Everything in my power. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th.
And once again, what's going on, everyone? I'm Hot Mike Chance.
It's just the three of us.
Yep.
Hey, the three-man band is back at it. Shout out to my dog, Pudgy.
Yep.
Shout out to my dog, Brandon E.
Say it
Yep.
again.
Shout out to my dog, BJ the DJ.
Murmur.
We had some plans to do a certain batch of episodes with some guests, but we're having to reschedule them. So in the meantime, in between time, we got some batch episodes we got to record because we're going to be going on summer vacations and stuff here soon. So we just want to get caught up. But the boys are back in town. The three-man band is back. Shout out Heath Slater.
Yeah, you just slyly just dropped some bars in on that one on us right there. I can't come back from that one. Can you?
No.
Me either.
I'm not going to try to battle rap on the podcast.
Shout out Battle Rabbit. Hey, and another thing we need to shout out, Chad Arms, D. Cravo.
Yes.
New album out now. Go get it. Go stream it. Go download it. Be our friends. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Shout out
Banger
Cravo.
of an album. Shout out Cravo on that one. That from top to bottom, every song on that
Yep.
thing is heat.
It is,
I mean,
man.
it's absolute heat.
I think a lot of people agree with that because it's doing very well.
Yes.
It is,
So,
man. And
yeah.
shout out to y'all for streaming it and downloading it. We charted in the top 50 on iTunes.
So awesome.
Hip hop albums global. I think the highest we got was 29. I'll send you the screenshot. And
Yes.
post it.
Yes, please do.
So again, shout out, and we didn't even promote the iTunes like
Yep.
that. So
Yeah.
shout out to y'all, man. We're excited about it, and we're going to be rolling out some more shorts and visuals for the songs from the album. And in a few more months, I'll put out some other stuff too. But in the meantime, we're just going to push that one while we're working on this stuff right here, man. But I am super hyped about this episode.
Yes,
dude.
yes. This has been in 169 episodes that we've recorded on this podcast. This is the first time,
This is criminal.
that
are
we've
just now talking
touched
about
a subject like this and everything, and it's physical media.
Yeah, and shout out. Look, another one we got to shout out.
Yeah.
The effing homeboy, brother from another mother, the Viz.
Yes,
Yes.
the Viz.
Because we got to get Viz back to dive deeper into this subject.
Yes, and most importantly, yeah, because he's especially into a label that we're fans of. All of us are Scream Factory and all that stuff. He's gotten back into. He's gone hard on the Scream Factories and everything, getting that collection back and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is just all three of us. All three of us are big physical media collectors. I've collected ever since I can remember. My dad my collection phenomenon came from my dad. He collected the little NASCAR race car cars.
Okay.
Back in the day, especially he was a Raise Hell Praise Dale fan. I mean, he had a whole cabinet. A couple of the of the shelves were dedicated to Dale Earnhardt specifically, and then he would have the full roster of the other drivers and everything at that time down on another shelf and everything. But that's where my fascination of collecting came from, I believe, and everything. And then we had VHSs as a kid, certain VHSs, because they were expensive back in the day.
Yeah, man, they were so expensive, especially if
Yep.
you rented them from the store and then take them back. They charge you like $700.
Yeah, we rented them. We had a VHS player and everything. We rented tapes and everything. But I had Batman, I had Ninja Turtles, I had the necessities and everything. But the real collecting of physical media came when DVDs and all that stuff. Especially Hollywood Video used to run a deal after a movie would get taken off the shelves. They'd run a 5 for 20.
5 for 20.
I would load up on just DVDs on that.
Yeah, so that would be your origin?
Yeah, that would be-
the NASCAR stuff?
Yeah.
Chance, what about you? What would be the beginning stages of your physical media?
Well, the thing that got me into collecting in general was these things right here, wrestling figures.
Oh, yeah, just
And
collecting.
then-
Yeah.
And then I was always for a long I of course I had a love for VHS tapes, and that kind of that's kind of why I'm doing it now, is because I always liked the artwork and all that stuff on it. So I collected those when I was younger and just bought them quite a bit, and then into DVDs, and didn't really do a whole lot of the Blu-ray stuff as far as like just actually wanting the movies.
Yeah.
But I think that was because I was an early adopter of streaming and doing Hulu and all that stuff, and I just saw more value in that, and I actually got rid of a lot of my collections that I had because I didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't realize how much power you're giving up whenever you whenever you start throwing away physical media and selling off everything. If you want to watch something, you're at the mercy of the streaming platforms, or you're going to have to buy it. So why not just buy it once and then you own it forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, and my collecting, anybody that follows this channel or has followed me for years has been able to see the insanity that's been my collecting habits. But where it started for me was when I was a kid. It started with G.I. Joes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I only collected G.I. Joes. I had like 2 Cobras, so I'd have like the biggest handicap matches when it'd be like 100 G.I. Joes and then 2 Cobras, right?
Yeah.
So it started with that, and then when I started to like music, my first love of music was country music when I was a kid. It was probably, I wanted to be an Oak Ridge boy, I always talked about when I was a kid. I used to sing Oak Ridge boy songs at family reunions and shit. I'd tell my mom to introduce me so I could sing, but I would say, reproduce me so I can sing. I didn't know what I was talking about. So it started with that, and then I started collecting cassette tapes.
Yeah.
And then I liked the country stuff, and then as I started doing rap, or listening to rap, I was 12, 13, mid-90s, I started buying CDs right around the time that CDs were big, like the end of 99, 2000. And then DVDs became a thing once I got a DVD player. We collected VHSs too.
Yeah.
But DVDs is when everything really started. That's when I remember buying my first shelf, which I still have to this day, the same exact shelf.
Yes.
And I think the first DVD I ever bought was Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, and so that's what started it. But over the years, I've collected and sold thousands of DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. And now I haven't really been collecting much over the last 5 years, but now I've started back collecting again, just not in the same vein as I was. I'm kind of just focusing on really cool editions of movies that I really enjoy.
And right now, as a collector for physical, especially in the movie world that we're in so much and everything, it is an amazing time right now, especially with the special editions and all that stuff that you have coming out.
Yeah.
Now your regular releases aren't being pushed as much as they used to be, because I remember back in the days when DVD releases, you'd be at Walmart on a Monday night at midnight waiting on that Tuesday morning.
They don't even do that no more?
No, they don't even. You're lucky if they put stuff on the shelf that week, if it's like new stuff now.
Yeah.
Which especially movie collecting. That's the first. Go back to the story of how me and you met, was through movie collecting and everything, and through YouTube.
Same with me and Jordan.
Yeah, same with Jordan the Viz. I mean, we met at a place called Great Escape here in Nashville, a comic book place, but they sell used movies and all that. And I watched your YouTube channel, and one day we were both in there at the same time and ran into him, and then the rest is it. 10 years later, here we are.
Yeah, well, and to go back to add to my story too, I say G.I. Joe's is what started it. It was G.I. Joe's and sports cards.
Yeah, sports cards.
My
were
sports
huge.
cards collection, which is still at my parents' house, is 20,000 cards. Now, out of those 20,000, there's probably 100 that's worth money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I believed when I was a kid, you couldn't tell me quantity over quality. I wanted to get as many cards as I could.
Yes,
right, because I just didn't understand. Well, but going back to that, what you were saying, Viz, who I met, Jordan was making Blu-ray collecting videos.
Yeah.
I was making wrestling DVD collecting videos, and then I started collecting Blu-ray movies. Well, I started watching this guy on YouTube, And I started, and his story, I think, with me is similar. I would see him do vlogs and movie hunt videos, and I would see that he's close to a lot of places that I'm aware of.
Exactly.
And I'm like, wait a minute, does he live close to here? Because that was just not a thing back then.
Yeah.
This is 2013. And that's how me and Jordan linked up. We was like, man, when YouTube still had messages,
Yeah.
we hit each other up and linked up and did like a meetup and went to Best Buy and bought movies. And me and him have been like family since then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's 12, 13 years ago. But you can still, well, I've privatized most of that channel. But yeah, that's how that started. And same with Tony, like what he was saying.
But like back then, we had like even Best Buy. They had full on movie sections in their stores. Hastings. We talk about Hastings was one of our go-to places back in the day and everything. And then those stores started closing out. Best Buy, Circuit City was a big DVD place for me and everything. Media Play was a huge DVD place back in the day.
That's what funded I worked, like I said, I've worked at Media Play when we was talking about Pudgy. That's where I met Pudgy.
Yeah.
2001. My buddy Skeggs that I've known for years, that's how I met him.
Shout out Skeggs.
But that's when I started really buying every rap CD that came out every Tuesday because I worked there and we got like 40% off CDs. So I was getting them for $8, $9, and back then CDs were $15, $16 a piece.
Yeah.
So that's how I got such a huge collection of music. Was back then working at Media Play, and then that's bled into movies, and then I worked for Best Buy for 6 years and bought tons of stuff when I worked at Best Buy. Same thing, but yeah, over the years with me, it's been, and I've noticed that, like we were saying, when the streaming stuff came about, and I don't even want to say I regret selling my collection because I really don't. The only thing I do regret getting rid of is my wrestling Blu-rays and DVDs.
Yeah.
Because wrestling Blu-rays and DVDs, you can't find a lot of that stuff now.
No.
Because the networks, it's been demolished and moved around.
So scarce.
The movie stuff, you can still find the movies on some streaming platform somewhere, right? But the wrestling stuff, that's what we had. There for a while, I had the complete WWE collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. I had kept it up to date, and then once that network came out, it just made more sense to not keep all that because it was at the touch of a finger. You could just boom. You didn't know that 10 years later they were going to
just dismantle it. Yeah.
So that's the only thing I regret getting rid of is that stuff because all the other special editions, you can still go get that stuff. You may pay a little bit more for it. But a lot of that WWE stuff, you can't even find it on eBay no more.
And they can now with whenever you're streaming something, it can be altered. If you have it on physical media, it's like you get the original how it was designed, and I mean they can re-put out stuff and they can edit it. But for the most part, if you have an old Blu-ray or old VHS of something or old wrestling, like that's how the event was originally presented.
Exactly.
With the streaming, you don't know what they've done to it.
Well, now with we've always had the streaming costs. Netflix just raised their price again and everything. Streaming costs are going through the roof.
Yep.
And all that, and with ads on there.
I probably pay $300 a month just on streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Because Netflix is $30, YouTube's premium is $35, Hulu's. I got a package that's like Hulu, Paramount, and Disney that's like $40.
Yeah.
You got all Peacock, all this shit.
It's basically cable.
Yeah.
And now they're throwing ads on everything too.
Exactly.
Or you got to pay more to not have the ads.
Yeah. Now with my I have a pretty substantial collection in my room and everything, and I have pretty much a video store. I can go. I have everything from your best comedies to some of your worst horror movies and everything in between in there. But I love it.
Tony's collection is incredible.
Yeah, I'm very meticulous. Is that the kind of meticulous about my collection? It's very
that's good though. But you're the one that's too. Like I say of me, you and Jordan, me especially. I've sold and bought and sold so many things.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I've sold stuff.
Yeah, but your collection never purged your collection or sold it like I did. Or I know Jordan's done that some, not to the extent of me, but. You've always just sold a couple here and there, but your collection has always pretty much stayed constant.
Intact.
You know what I'm saying? This whole time. So I've lived vicariously through you for like the last 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean?
Well, and then like you said, the store, like being able to physically go out and buy stuff now has become harder, and it, especially here lately, here in Middle Tennessee, it's gotten better with stores like Danger Zone Video.
Yep.
You always hear me and Chance talk about Danger Zone Video. Jesse and Brittany, they brought back a physical media store to here to Middle
Can't wait to
Tennessee.
go check that place out.
It's
man.
a fun experience just to go and talk to them because they're good people and just, talk to people that enjoy the same things that you do. And it just has that old feel that you have whenever you walk into a video store and you see everything.
And that's what
you
I
can hold it in your hands.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's, especially as a collector, you want to be able to. It's easy to order stuff off of Amazon and then it'll be here in a couple of days. But it's also there's nothing like the feeling of seeing it right in front of you and being able to grab it and not have to wait on it and everything. It's like, oh, I could go home and watch this right now if I want to.
Yep, and just being able, like, you go out and you just see it. You don't know what to expect whenever you walk in there, what's going to be there, and you just see it on the shelf. It's like the old school going to Blockbuster days.
Exactly, and that's what I tell Jesse every time I go in there. I'm like, you have captured the feel of once you walk through the doors, you're instantly taken back in time, and you don't worry about anything else going on in the world right now. It's just you're in a video store, and it's just it takes you to a whole different world. It's greatness, and what they've been able to capture is really something special. And we'll have Jesse and hopefully Brittany on here soon and all that stuff. Hopefully we can maybe do some filming down at the store and all that kind of stuff and everything too, because Jesse said he's all about that.
Yep.
What would be fire is if we could somehow do like an on location.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, in the store and everything. That would be because
Does he got like a place we could be out of the way?
Right in the front little entranceway. We can set up right there, and then we could film while they're open and everything, while
That
people's
would be
coming
fun.
in and
Shout
out of
to
the
them.
store and
Me
everything.
Mel, I showed Mel that, or Mel showed me that. I can't remember. And there's a couple of places that we want to go check out.
Yeah, and then right up the road, I haven't been there. You showed the video for it, but you've been to it. New Era Vintage.
Oh yeah,
That's what Mel filmed.
it's it's a lot of fun there too. They have more than just just physical media. It's just a full vintage store, clothing,
The
toys,
pinball machines
everything.
what made me hype.
Yeah.
I love pinball machines, bro.
And then they just added on another section, which I haven't been since they done that, and I'm not 100% sure what's all back there in that new area. But
Well, see, that's a good feeling right there too. It's where Jesse and them had to expand in their building. New Era Vintage had to expand with their building because it's coming back. The whole physical media thing is coming back. I can see it with my daughter. I'm sure you can see it with your kids.
Vinyls.
Yeah, vinyl. My daughter is huge into vinyls and
Really?
everything. Yes,
Fire. Shout out
P loves the vinyl stuff right now, and that's her form. Like she's got a solid little collection of vinyls going on and everything, which it's awesome to see this younger generation. And then when I was at Danger Zone's reopening of their new, there were so many younger people in there buying tapes.
That's awesome, man. That's,
buying
I hope that it
DVDs.
does come back because that's like Chance was saying, man. That's really the best way to do it. Now I know it's not the quickest way. You can't just go and pull an iBub and hit play.
Yeah,
But you may have to actually get up off the chair and go and grab it off the shelf or something.
exactly.
But like you do, like he said, you fully own that, whatever that is, whether it's music, whether it's a vinyl or a movie or a book. People, people that are that love collecting books and stuff. I know it's easier to listen to it on Audible or something like that, read it on your Kindle or something. But it's just something about going out and like we've had so many cool moments over the years of doing those movie hunting trips. You know what I'm saying? And as movie collectors and as movie fans and wrestling fans too, it's just fun to be able to do that. And the fact that it's coming back is a good thing because we thought it was gone.
Yeah, it really did. Especially coming back to like it's called in the boutique labels. Your labels like Scream Factory, Arrow Video, Synapse, Severin, all them. There's a resurgence coming back with them and everything. Especially
do episodes just on that shit alone.
Yeah, especially with Arrow Video. They're a company out of the UK. They've expanded into the US probably here in the last 5 years. They've gotten super popular, and the editions that they put out for a physical media collector is Yeah, they're a little. It's. I don't want to say they're not super expensive, but it's a higher price tag. But you're getting something for that price tag. You're getting. I call them the chunky boxes. You've seen us talk about them in Collector's Corner and everything, but it's just to have that physical, and then the amount of special features that are on there from the director doing commentaries, talking about scenes, and all that stuff. It's just that's what engulfs me as a movie fan and everything.
Yep.
But with you and your VHSs, VHS has come back more than anything.
I'm
now.
hoping that VHS gets so popular that movie studios decide to make VHS like start,
option
yeah,
again.
like start at least like a limited run or something like that to where they're making because I don't know. It's just I think it's just a different experience.
Yeah.
Movie experience.
Now,
So-
some movie companies have done that. I know
Yep.
when Alien Romulus came out on physical edition, they released a limited run
Yep.
of VHSs with that one. And then I think the Terrifier movies did
Yeah.
as well.
So far.
Just because it's so popular again. I mean, we could look over in the corner right now of Chance's. I mean, which hopefully will be a background soon. But I mean, the tapes are insane.
Yep.
That you've accumulated.
Yep.
Is that the right word? Look at me using big words.
Shout out accumulated. Shout out.
Over just a short amount of time. But right now, tapes are so affordable and everything, except maybe in the horror genre.
Yeah, like Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead Part 2, or Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Yeah, it's like $120, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, some
VHSs
tapes
are.
Yep.
Yeah, some tape, but it's the same in our world too, where certain editions of a Blu-ray or a 4K, once it goes out of print, I mean, it's there's only so many copies of it out there, and it fetches, especially in the horror genre. It seems like they fetch the more money on the secondary market than any other genre out there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sorry, I'm having to
No,
text a couple things.
With like Arrow and them, I'm not as familiar with that world as much. So how does that work? Do they just license? They just license the rights to be able to make those?
Yeah, like Arrow just like last year or the year before, I think they signed a huge deal with Warner Brothers. So they have just this past year they have been releasing just solid great movies. From The Mask, got a special 4K edition.
Yep. Such a dope edition too.
One movie that I never heard of before or never seen that you talked about was Inner Space. That got a nice special
Love
edition.
it. One of my
And watch it.
favorite
I had an
movies.
absolute blast. I don't know how I missed that growing up and everything.
Yeah.
But it's all about licensing, what they can get their license on and all that. Like, say with Scream Factory, they originally put out the original Sleepaway Camp trilogy on Blu-ray together for and it went out of print for the longest time. And especially 2 and 3 were fetching at least $100 a piece. Just because there was no more copies out there.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, last year I believe, they were able to get the license back for 2 and 3 and released them on 4K. But 1 is still super hard to find and all that. It's all about licensing with them, what they can get their hands on.
Yep.
And I think a lot of the mainstream companies are letting their movies come out and then being bought by like Arrow Video and stuff like that to be put out with special editions and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, Arrow Video is my favorite company as a collector right now. They put out
Mine too, honestly.
I mean, they put out the best editions. They're worth the price tag on them. Other companies out there, we talked about Scream Factory is kind of taking a step back. They were when we started major collecting, Scream Factory was the cream of the crop.
Oh yeah, man, it was the be all end all. Sure.
I mean, they were putting out anything they released, we were getting at that time. It's just banger after banger. They've kind of taken a step back. I don't know what's going on. They lost what's his name? I can't think of it.
Joel Robinson.
Well, they quit doing commission artwork on their stuff. But the guy that went over to Arrow Video, I forget what his name is, but he's well known with the company. He started the toy robot company that's a branch off of Arrow Video. That was a weird wordage. But yeah, it's weird how they've taken, and so many other companies have advanced beyond them and everything, where they were the be-all, end-all at the beginning of this whole boutique era and all that stuff, and then it seems like just every other label has pretty much passed them now and everything, which is sad because I'm still a Scream Factory fan and all, but it's just their editions don't hold up to what Arrow Video, even Vinegar Syndrome, even Severin and all that stuff nowadays. Yeah,
man. Arrow's kind of my favorite one right now, especially like with me getting back into it somewhat and just grabbing like cool editions, because I've been so out of the loop the last 5 years. I don't even know what all has gotten releases other than me searching it or asking Tony or Jordan or, Paul or somebody like what came out when type shit. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be back collecting somewhat, even though it's not. It's just a lot more. It's like a quality over quantity kind of thing for me. But
that's how I am.
I purchased some really cool things the last couple of months that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
From old movies that that I loved growing up. So it's dope that they're still doing that. I'm glad that it's getting a resurgence, and maybe that means it'll stick around.
Yeah, because like I said, we the local stores are popping up here in your town. You have Hitchhiker Toys. They've got a whole physical media section to their store. You got a new thing that just opened up here in Nashville. He's a mobile movie store called Press Play Video. I'll put all their links up and everything in the description.
I haven't ran into them yet, but I'd like to check that out.
I really want to.
Is Hitchhiker open today?
I think they're open up till 5 today and everything. But yeah, it's just the resurgence is coming. Middle Tennessee is, especially for a booming town like Middle Tennessee is. We need that space. We have McKay's and everything, which you could come across gyms every now and then with them. But that's, for a while, that's the only place you could really go to be able to buy physical media. But now with Danger Zone, Hitchhiker Toys, New Era Vintage, Press Play Video, the options are getting bigger. You have Grindhouse Video up in Knoxville that just reopened their storefront and everything. Orbit DVD that's up in North Carolina. They are probably the king daddy of physical media stores.
There's a Crockbuster Video in Chattanooga area.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that place. You showed that place off. That place looks amazing. And everything.
They had same thing, like a bunch of vintage stuff in there. Yeah. And then a huge selection of VHS, DVD, Blu-rays, all that.
See, that next time I'm in Chattanooga, I definitely want to check that place out.
I think they have 2 locations now.
Oh, even better. That's awesome. That's really, really great to hear, especially as a lifelong, pretty much physical media collector, just to see, like you said, the resurgence and the young era taking over and everything. I'm coming across that more on, because I get a lot of TikTok pages of still physical media stuff, and seeing a younger generation coming across movies that, watching like the Goodfellas for the first time, seeing a younger generation's thoughts on seeing a masterpiece like that for the first time. It's good to see. It's very enjoying. It's wholesome in a way. But like you said before, we could tackle this style episode again with Jordan.
We can just add physical media style episodes to the over the top brand, and because it's all on brand with everything we do, and there's so many different rabbit holes you can go down. And I'd like to think that some of the people that watch the podcast every week are probably fans of physical media in some form, whether it's vinyl, CDs, movies, stuff like that. So, y'all just have to let us know if y'all still collect or anything like that. But I think that could be something that we could just add to our podcast. That's all part of who we've always been.
Yeah, and that's why we started up the Collector's Corner and everything on the podcast too, because it gives especially us a reason to. I buy movies all the time. I want to show them off. I want to talk about them and stuff like that and everything. Yeah. Same with the VHSs and all. Oh, speaking of that, I have a little surprise for Chance.
Oh,
with
shit.
This episode right here. Speaking of Great Escape, where we met, I spent a $5 bill and got Chance some with his oddball tape collecting days that he's got going on here.
Oh, we
got him some good ones here. We got him Funny Side Up. Hosted by Tug McGraw. You know
baseball bloopers.
Yes. You know who his son is?
Tim?
Yes, Tim McGraw.
Really?
Yes.
Tim McGraw is the son of Tug.
Yes.
Huh. Shout out to
saving that one for last.
Is that Dave Coulier on
We have
Bruh.
Jeff Foxworthy.
I had that
totally
audio
committed.
cassette. This is a full circle right now. That's what I was talking about cassettes.
Fully committed, Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
All right.
Got that for you. Oh, this one's good right here. Ray Stevens.
Oh,
live.
dude! Shout out Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevens live.
The day is the day the squirrel went berserk on
You know
there.
he's on there.
Yep, dude. Come
Have,
on,
you ever,
dude.
have you ever been to his place?
I have never been there.
Me either. But I
This
want
is
to go.
the cream of the crop right here, right here. Boot Scootin' Richardson
Dude,
exclusive.
is it line
Oh, boy.
Christy loves line dancing
Let's go, dude.
just for Boot Scootin' Richardson.
Let's go.
You're going to learn the tush push, the boot scoot, the electric slide, the slapping leather,
The tush push is crazy.
the
That's a
freeze,
crazy name.
and the alley cat just from this VHS.
You better-
album.
The
Look,
funny
bud-
thing is I already know all those.
Dude, you better do the alley cat for us when we come back to the
Yeah.
recording
That's
again.
that's $5 well worth it right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Whoa,
we're
whoa,
down.
whoa, whoa. One down.
One down, but yeah, that's yeah. I saw that. I was at Great Escape the other day, the other day, and
Perfect.
yeah, his oddball collection is just
So great.
ongoing.
Yep.
But yeah,
Y'all be sure to comment and let us know what y'all think about this episode. Do y'all want to see more physical media subject type episodes?
yes,
Whether it be movies, music, whatever. And comment if y'all are collectors. What do y'all
Yeah.
like to collect? What did y'all collect when y'all were kids or when y'all was younger? That's a whole. Anybody that knows us knows this has always been part of who we are.
yeah, because you probably get requested for CDs. People still collect
Oh, yeah.
CDs and everything.
Oh,
They
yeah.
want to put them with their collection,
Yep.
so it goes hand in hand.
No, 100%. We still sell physical CDs of a lot of my projects.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, no, we appreciate y'all. If you could give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, like Chad said. Thank you to the Gagor Wrestlers. Thank you to the Gagor Wrestlers.
Thank you to Earthquake, dude.
Yeah, thank you to Earthquake. Thank you to K-Duck. That's what I was trying to say.
Shout out K-Duck.
For the gaggle of duckies going on there.
Yep.
You got anything to take us out on?
No, man. Just share this with a friend.
I expect next time recording, I expect some line dancing skills
Yep.
from you.
Alley Cat coming
Alley
soon.
Cat.
Alley
The
Cat.
Cat.
No, thank y'all so much. Comment, like, subscribe if you're new.
We love y'all, man. Bow.
We're out this motherfucker.